Well, I'm just letting everyone know out here that this is what the state puts us in. Not just the condition you see me in where I'm rolling around in my vehicle, because I can't stand staying in that state of Kansas because of occult devil worshiping practices from the people who took oaths all the way to those who took covenants underneath Lord God. So their neglect and their malpractice to their establishments and failing their responsibilities is a disgrace to this whole entire nation and a national security threat that I tried warning the presidents about in the past in 2016 and previous years to that. But nonetheless, both parties are wanting to be in neglect. So here's a question I have for both the neglectful parties and every single buddy out there that wants to either follow after them, or those who rather stand with someone like me who wants to stand against all that neglect and malicious malpractice. It comes from, once again, Wisdom of Ben Sariah. We're going to do chapter 9 now, and it's going to be under verse 13. Keep away from those who have power to kill, and you will not be filled with the dread of death. But if you come near them, do not offend them, lest they take away your life. Know that you are stepping among snares and walking over a net. Well, let's just talk about the last part. Last part, they're walking over a net or stepping on snares. They must be walking on eggshells. Everyone heard that saying, you're walking on eggshells around certain people? Well, that's what you got to be when you're around them. So when they're allowed to pull us over for going 5 miles, 10 miles, or even 20 miles over any miles over the speed limit, they're allowed to pull us over, these killers and murderers, and harass us and stalk us. Or if we get a little bit loud in our house because we're fed up with their neglect and their abuse and we want to speak against them, and some neighbor is a nosy neighbor, wants to be part of their association and call these killers and murderers on us through a phone call, and they want to come over and knock on the door and harass us, and then they want to be acting, bring their paranoid, schizophrenic behavior and their dreadful acts against us. That's where we feel out here. But you know, all that shit, all that's acceptable and everyone's okay with it. But when someone wants to speak against all that abuse behavior, because let's start putting labels behind it. Oh, 911, you just got to call 911 and bring their paranoid, schizophrenic behavior where they want to falsely accuse. And I've had them stand in front of me where I told them my back hurts, so I'm rubbing my back, and right there in front of them, showed them I had nothing behind me, and he still stood there like, I'm scared about your hand being behind you. You know why? Because that's how devils act. That's how demons act before someone who stands with Jesus Christ. So that's exactly the proof. How are we supposed to avoid them out here if they want to sit there and be all around and stalking, harassing us with their paranoid, schizophrenic behavior?